hello. Well, this is very new for me to do, but era algo que tenía pensado hacer hace un tiempo, semanas, meses, no sé hace cuánto. Pero de ahí dije, primero quiero escribir bien las cosas para saber qué es lo que quiero transmitir, because it's just more easier for me to like write things down and then send you a letter. But then I didn't do it, so then I said, oh, it's better if I do like this video type thing, so I'll just practice what I want to say and then send it, and then un montón de actividades happen and I just never did it. Anyways, if I get all tongue-tied, I am so sorry. Estoy esperando también una llamada, me van a llamar, so si you hear something in the background, so sorry about that, pero I'm just gonna see how this goes and try not to stop the video and do it all over again. But anyways, era algo que quería hacer cuando mis papás me están hablando de que estabas buscando, bueno, no buscando, pero que te tocaba escoger una carrera, que tenías que ver qué ibas a seguir y todo, y que no sabías qué querías. And then my parents, you know, everybody was just like, que siempre me andan contando cosas, ¿verdad? So, you know, I'm always glad that they tell me things, so I have something to pray for and I have an idea of what to ask. And ahí es cuando se me ocurrió que te quería mandar un video to just kind of, I guess, share my side, because de las cosas que he oído when you were like, oh, I don't know what to pick, or I don't know what I like, it reminded me of me. Entonces dije, oh, I'll just send her a video. And I never did. So I'm going to try to do it right now. But I'm like hasta halfway arreglada, so sorry for my face, que ni siquiera me he arreglado porque decidí hacer esto ahorita de una vez. Iba a salir y antes de salir pues tenemos una reunión de mujeres cada 15 días donde siempre escriben sus peticiones y cada mujer tiene que llevar esa petición y orar por ellos. Entonces yo tenía una petición, una mamá me pidió que orara por su hija y porque ahorita ya le tocaba escoger qué carrera seguir y todo. Entonces siempre aprovecho, cada vez que oro por una petición, siempre aprovecho a incluirte a ti y solo orar por ti y que Dios te guíe y todo. So I was doing that today. And I think no te había mandado este video antes because I didn't know exactly what to say. I mean, I was going to give you some, not advice, but just encouragement and everything. And then again, I just never did it. But then today, as I was praying, and I'm pointing over there because that's where I was praying. Anyways, as I was praying for this girl, and then I included you, you know, it just hit me. Oh, not what to say, but I guess I just feel much better. Like, oh, I'll just say this, because as I was praying, like these things were popping up in my head, and it's like, oh, maybe I should just tell her that. And then I thought, I'll write it down. But then I was like, nope, I am not going to write it down. I'm never going to send it to her. I'm going to stop what I'm doing, and I need to do this now. I hate uploading things on YouTube just because I feel like the whole world is going to watch. But I said, whatever. I had this idea that I wanted to do. I never did it, so I want to do it now. So I'm just going to see where this goes. And I'm so sorry if I take too long. Ya estoy viendo el reloj, cuánto tiempo llevo, y ni siquiera he hablado. Anyways. Hi, Andina, if you're watching this, by the way. So, I was just praying for you just because when I was a little girl, that is so weird. I feel like I'm still a kid. But anyways, I kind of understand or have an idea what you feel like when you don't know what to choose or what to do. Y de mi parte, I am always so impressed of people cuando saben lo que quieren hacer, because when you know what you want to do, it's just so much easier to pick the things to accomplish that. Like when I know what I want, it's like, okay, so I need to do this, this, and this in order to get to that. But when you don't know what you want, it's just so much more frustrating to like, okay, what do we need to do to get to that, whatever that is. And that's how I was for a while. Like, I don't know what I want. I feel like I'm in this train that I just like get in. It takes me somewhere. I have no idea where I'm going, but I just get in it, and when the train stops, I get off, and then I just figure out what it is I need to do there, and I do it. And then there's a feeling in me where it's like, okay, I feel like I need to hop on another train and just start going and see where that'll take me and where I'll stop and what I need to do next. But that's me personally. Me han dado varias palabras de eso, de que me han visto como esa persona que está en la oscuridad, o también me dieron eso del tren, que no tengo ni la menor idea a dónde voy. I just go and I'm willing to do whatever it is I need to do, and I end up enjoying what I'm doing. And it's like an adventure. Even though I don't know what I want, I'm willing to do something, willing to just accept whatever comes my way and do it. And as I'm doing it, I learn so much. But anyways, that was for me. And un punto, I was just like, I don't even know what I want. I'll just not study. And I feel like you and I are very similar in that part. Like, I don't know what I want. I don't even want to go to school anymore. I want to be done with everything. And for the longest time, I was happy. I did San Francisco. I didn't go to school at all. And even though I was saying that I was going to look to go into school, I never did and everything. Honestly, I loved it. I loved not having to go to school and everything. But I'm not encouraging you to not go to school. But I see now other people, like por ejemplo, estando aquí en Los Ángeles, hay varias personas de que they have to go to school, have to go to college, and they go to like their dorm rooms and have to follow this. And they're obviously much younger than me. And then I see them and I'm like, that was smart, you know, that was smart. They followed something, they did something. Some of them, most of them know what they want to do, so it's just easier for them to be like, oh, this is what I want to do, so that's where I'm going to go. Some of them were not sure what they wanted to do, and they just went with it anyways. But it was smart that they did something. O sea, siendo tan joven, and like you, it was just so smart that they did something. And even though along the way they're like, ugh, I hate this, trust me. I am now older than you, so please trust me, trust your parents, that ya cuando seas más grande, cuando tengas saber ni cuántos años, and you look back, you're like, oh, I'm glad my parents, you know, made me follow something, you know, because I have something now. Y también cuando yo estaba en el colegio, I absolutely loved that my dad told me, either you have to pick something or te toca magisterio. And just because I did not want to do magisterio, I looked like crazy. What do I want? What do I want to do? And for me, it's different. I enjoyed and I love theater. I was so happy that I found something regarding that, and then it also had lo básico with matemática. I'm forgetting all the words now. But like toda la base para entrar a la universidad. But I was really happy that my dad pushed me to do something. I did that. Now I'm obviously doing something totally different, but I'm doing something, you know. Like sometimes I'm thinking, was this the right path? Like I really don't know what I want, but I'm just going along with anything. And one thing led to the other, and hice la traducción. And ahorita que estoy traduciendo un libro, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying doing the whole translating a book, and never in my mind that I think I was going to be doing that. I mean, I studied theater and dance, and I am doing something que es un tipo de trabajo que va a ser completamente lo opuesto a estando en un teatro y haciendo un montón de cosas. Voy a estar sentada escribiendo. Like, jamás en mi vida imaginé que iba a ser algo así, but I'm enjoying it, and I'm so glad that just people influence me and push me to do something. But anyways, with all of that, I think what I wanted to tell you, I did want to tell you all of that, but this is the main thing of what I saw as I was praying. I am so sorry. I don't think so, but if I do get emotional, I am so sorry. So I was praying. Estaba orando, le estaba diciendo al Señor que solo por favor pusiera un deseo, un sentir, cualquier cosa, pero solo un sentir en tu corazón, y de que ya cuando sintieras que tuvieras una idea de algo, que lo pudieras seguir. And I was just praying and praying, and that's when it hit me, or not hit me, that's when I just saw this book. And I saw this book with empty pages, and I immediately saw you, and I felt like, I don't know if that's God or maybe it's just me, but I just felt like that's what I was seeing in you. This book full of so many pages, and they're all empty. And I was thinking for myself, it's so scary to not know what you want to do. It's even more scary to just be like, going day by day. And how I was saying, I admire so much those people that know what they want, because it's so much easier to just go with it and enjoy what they're doing. But then again, seeing you, and then I saw that book and those empty pages, and I also think that that's something really good. Even though I said it's scary, but I also think it's really good, because it's just so much easier for God to be like, this is what I'm going to write in this book, and this is what you're going to do, because you're willing, you're open, you're empty. So because you're empty, there's like no knowing of what you're going to do, because you're so willing to do anything. Or that is where I hope you're going to be, willing to do anything. Right now I get it. Like, I would have been done with school too. Like, I don't want to do anything. But I think that is where you'll be, that open book, willing for anything. Right now it's a little bit hard to be willing to do anything. You just want to stop and do nothing and just be a kid. I understand that. But trust me, a little bit more in the future, you're going to be so happy that you did something now. Because later on, hay un tiempo para todo. Trust me, hay un tiempo para todo. You will have your time to just relax, enjoy life, like travel. You can come visit me if I'm still here in LA. Maybe I'll be somewhere else. But I feel like you'll have the chance to just do whatever and travel, enjoy. But you have to, tienes que sembrar algo. Tienes que sembrar algo para que eso crezca y de ahí más adelante just be like free to do anything. So just trust me right now. It sucks and I'm sorry, but please understand and believe that later on you're not going to regret it at all. And as I was praying, again, this open book, that's what I saw of you. Completely empty. And it's just so much easier for God to just be like writing what He wants you to do. And I feel that in a way that is so much better, because when you're like that, you're willing to do anything. And right now, all I was asking God is that He starts to put a desire in you. The thing right now is maybe you don't know what you want, so it's a little bit harder to start taking those steps. So I always just ask God that you start feeling something, que te llame la atención, that you want to do. And I'm not talking just about school. It's about everything in life. I just hope that you start paying attention now to your feelings, to your gustos, to your heart. Maybe you just want to relax and do nothing. So what I'm asking you is to start listening to your heart, to start listening to see if there's anything you like, algo que te llame la atención, whatever that may be. But you have to start listening and start figuring out what you want to do. And once you start being willing, when you're willing to just leave that book open, God is going to start writing down on those empty pages, and that's where you're going to start feeling something. I feel that that's what I saw when I was praying. This really beautiful, open, clean book. There's absolutely nothing in it. So now, right now, as you're taking steps, this is the time also where God is saying, I want to start writing something in that book. And I know deep down inside of you, you're willing to do something. I'm loving that you already picked something. Maybe it's not something you completely love, but I am so happy that you picked something. More importantly, I'm so happy that you're listening to your parents and that you picked it, even though that may be in your room, or sometimes you're like, ugh, I hate this, I maybe don't want to do this. I'm so happy that you're listening to your parents and you picked something and you're going to go with it, because that is the first step. That is the first step with an open book full of empty pages, and that is the first step God is taking and writing something in your book. You are taking that step. And what I want to tell you also is that you need to start taking steps. Whether steps you want or steps you don't want, you need to start taking steps. Because once you start, that's where your eyes, your cuadro, your picture is going to start opening up, and you're going to start seeing so many things, and that's where you're going to be like, oh, I really want to do this. But if you don't start taking steps, if you don't start doing something, that's something else I saw when I was praying. This image, este cuadro, this picture, this small picture. So because I just stare at it and see it, it stays this small. But if I start doing something, if I start taking steps, that picture is going to start growing and growing, and that's when you're going to start seeing so many things. So when I was praying, I saw those two things. That open book, completely empty. God waiting just to write something on it. And this small, small picture waiting for something to happen, so that picture starts growing and growing, so you actually get to see something you want to pursue, something that's going to make you happy. But you have to give those steps. So I do tell you, whatever it is you're feeling right now, whether you like it or not, I promise you that if you start taking those steps, if you start letting that picture grow, if you start listening to your heart and that book that God wants to write on, you will eventually fall into something you like, you'll enjoy, you'll have fun with. But you have to start taking those steps. And I definitely applaud you for listening to your parents and taking a step and just picking a career or picking something, whether maybe you like it or not, whether it was the school who told you you might be good at it but you're not sure. I applaud you for taking that step. And I just wanted to let you know of all of that. Holy crap, 14 minutes. I'm so sorry. But anyways, it was just good that I prefer to do this instead of you having to read all of this, because that would have been an hour. But anyways, I really wanted to do this just because in a way I feel like you and I are alike with the whole like, oh, I don't know what I want to do. But here's a bigger picture. I applaud you, and I admire you even more because I feel like you are taking steps way before I did. Maybe I'm taking steps right now, and I'm so thankful that I'm doing something. Maybe I'm still like, sometimes, but I applaud you and I admire you because you're much younger than me, and you just listened to your parents and you just took whatever steps, and you're gonna follow something, whether maybe you like it or not right now, but trust me, because you're doing something right now at such a young age, you will just grow into something way bigger, into something way better. So I believe that you and we were exactly the same, maybe at the same age, like, oh, what do I do? But I feel that you were much more smarter than I was at your age, actually doing something. So, again, just be willing. Let God start writing in that empty book, because it's so much easier for Him to start writing something instead of you having so much on your book already and God has to like erase everything and start over. I feel like it's so much easier for Him to just start. So you're good. It's good that, sometimes you don't know what you want. It's good because it's so much easier when you start listening to your heart and like, okay, so this is what I'll pursue. But you have to start listening to it. You have to start looking into it. Not just wait for something to fall. You have to start looking for it. And the second one, the picture. It is small right now. So you need to start taking steps for that picture to start growing and you actually start seeing things you like. And I promise you, there's a time for everything, and you'll have fun in the future or in moments right now. I mean, life is about having fun and enjoying it. So you will enjoy everything. But I applaud you for taking some steps. Please do not stop, and please start listening to your thoughts, your heart, what you like. Because I'm definitely going to be praying for God, and I bet it's not just me. Everybody's praying for you to like start having something. So I'm definitely going to start praying for God to start telling you something, for Him to start showing you what you need to pursue. So I hope you start listening. And I just wanted to tell you that I love you. Thank you so much for, oh my gosh, all this time you've been sitting down listening to this video. And yeah, again, I love you, and I really want the best for you, and I feel that you are this gem, and you are going to be something extremely more beautiful than what you are right now. But I do feel sometimes that I just want to push you so you do something. So please just start taking steps, because trust me, once you do, you are just going to be amazing, even more amazing than what you are right now. You're going to be even bigger. So just be patient and be calm in whatever it is you're doing, and try to enjoy it, because you have to do it. Make the most of it. And trust me, later on in the future, you're going to be so happy you did it. And I love you, and I'm going to stop now and just to let you know I'm going to still be praying for you always. And bye to everybody who's watching.